Archaeologists and scholars have spent nearly a century investigating what happened to Alexander the Great and where his tomb is located. Some argue that his tomb is in Macedonia, northern Greece, while others claim it is in Alexandria, Egypt, or even Babylon, but no one has been able to locate it. The tomb was most likely relocated more than once. Historians say that Alexander the Great succumbed quite young to a mysterious disease. His tomb then fell into oblivion over the centuries to disappear from the memory of historians, leaving only a few passionate archaeologists and treasure hunters hoping to discover the remains of the only Greek who became a god during his lifetime. About 2,300 years after his reign and hundreds of biographies later, which cite mostly late Greek or Roman sources, one realizes after a comparative analysis that the picture that these writings draw of this man and king is very incomplete, contradictory, and even false for some statements and events. History would have it that the ancient writings of the eyewitnesses of the life of Alexander have been lost. Yet, that belief is entirely false. There is a more truthful historical vision of the life of Alexander the Great, namely, not only that of the king-warrior, but also of the builder, reformer of laws, architect, philosopher, and head thinker of a revolutionary new idea which emerged. It was an innovative idea of a world united under a single law, a single global kingdom, and of universal peace for all by ending the era of seemingly unending wars. This was an idea so dangerous that it pushed some of his ultra-nationalist generals to foment 3 plots against him. The famous Greek hero managed to thwart them all nevertheless, except for the third one, which turned out to be fatal on June 13, 323 BC. This deadly episode was hidden and then distorted by the historians of the court, in charge of writing the history because they were themselves involved by personal motivation and greed. The question of what caused Alexander's death is much disputed, so still remains a topic of controversy and conflict. This is despite the fact that the archaeological discovery of the cuneiform tablets in Babylon, the last city where Alexander lived, confirmed that he did not die from malaria or otherwise. It was, in fact, only the speculation of historians, though all the events of the court and the city were meticulously registered and no incident of disease was recorded as having touched the city nor the Greek soldiers in 323 BC, leaving the question of what caused his death open. A modern hypothesis is that the great king died of pancreatic cancer, even though the symptoms do not match at all and the 14-day period of illness was way too short. Alexander also did not die of drunkenness. This too was a tale invented by the plotters.